Understanding compression and knowing how to use it can take years to fully understand. So in this video, I'm going to show you 3 ways to tame vocals without using a compressor. Let me show you how. First way that we can do this is we can just go straight to your vocals. So this is a song that I'm about to mix. It's not mixed yet. It's going to be our single, which hasn't got a release date yet, but yeah, this is what we're working on.
Wasn't like this in the beginning, but I've been feeling you for a minute, and I ain't said how I feel, but I'm just hoping that you with it.
Do you want to hear it with the beat?
Wasn't like this in the beginning, but I've been feeling you for a minute, and I ain't said how I feel, but I'm just hoping.
Cold. So the first thing we can do is we can use the cut and gain. I'm gonna use my marquee tool. It's my favorite tool. It's second in command, which is there if you haven't got it. I've got a whole video on how to use the marquee tool. Go and check that out. It was gonna speed up your workflow so much if you're not using it already. So cut and gain. You can just drop the piece. So if you look at the waveform, there is a few parts that are a little bit louder than the rest. You can just see that by the difference in sizes. If for some reason you can't see the waveform because it's really tiny or it's massive, really big, an easy way to change the waveform size is just to press Command and minus to make it smaller and plus to make it bigger. Not today, Mr. Mac, we don't want to make no updates. Remind me tomorrow. So we're going to cut this little piece here and make that a tiny bit smaller. Highlight it with the marquee tool, and then we're going to go up to our gain, which is in the region section. Top left region section of Logic Pro. If it's not open, just click region, and this will allow you to make it louder or quieter. So we can just bring that there, see how that sounds.
Wasn't like this in the.
If you make it too loud.
Wasn't like this in the beginning.
Yeah, so we can just even it out like that if you wanted to.
Wasn't like this in the beginning, but I've been feeling you for a minute, and I ain't said how I feel, but I'm just hoping that you with it.
We can just highlight that, make it a little bit
Wasn't
louder.
like this in the beginning, but I've been feeling you for a minute, and I ain't said how I feel, but I'm just hoping that you with it.
So that's one way of doing it. The next way I'm going to show you is by using the gain plugin, and we're just going to automate that. If you don't know how to automate, I've got a whole video on that. And I'm going to make this a series. So I'm going to make a playlist where all the videos that are tying together are going to be on that playlist. It's going to be called, I don't know, drop a name in the comments. If it's decent, I'll use it. Otherwise, I'll just find a name. Anyway, let's get to this plugin. We're going to find it in Logic Utilities, and it's the gain plugin. So yeah, we just insert the gain plugin, go to our automation lane. We can automate the gain by that. So click gain. Now we've got our gain level. If you want to make that bit louder, quieter, make your selection and bring it down with the gain tool, and you're going to see the gain plugin.
Wasn't like this in the beginning, but I've been feeling you for a minute, and I ain't said how I feel, but I'm just hoping that you with it.
That's the second way of doing things. I lied. I've actually got 4 ways for you. The other way is automating the volume. The 4th way is just by using the volume as automation. Same thing again, choose your volume in your automation window, make your selection, and
wasn't like this in the beginning, but I've been feeling you.
You can just turn it up or turn it down.
And I ain't said how I feel, but.
And that way you can just even out the differences in levels. The reason why I don't suggest you use the volume as your way of leveling out, unless you've got all your plugins and everything sorted and you're just doing some after touches on the performance. The reason why I don't want to use the volume is because that's the last fader in your chain. So if you've got your vocals sent out to another bus, like I do, like I've showed you in some of my templates on before videos, it's going to affect other processing because of the volume. So the best thing to do is either to use the cut and the gain, or to use the actual gain plugin. Now the 4th way that I'm going to show you how to automate your vocals, to compress your vocals without a compressor, is by using flex pitch, which is, I find it to be a really useful tool that doesn't really get spoken about when trying to make your tame vocals. So turn on flex pitch, open up our flex pitch, and then as you can see, it's going to show you all your different nodes, all your different notes of the performance. And if you look, just hover over onto a specific part of the vocals, and it's going to have the gain on the left, and you can just use the gain to make your quiet parts loud and your loud parts quiet, the same way a compressor would. This can be a bit time consuming, but if you don't really know how to use a compressor, or you just want different options, and yeah, so these 4 ways of doing things will definitely help you out in taming your vocals without using the compressor. If you like this video, be sure to watch the next video, because I'm sure you're gonna like it.